Oh, hi there. I was just hanging out with my real 3DO interactive multiplayer by Panasonic when I said to myself, are there any scary games I could be playing for this console? Have you ever heard of Huey Lewis in the News? Well, you see, Dr. Hauser is really one of the foundational important games of the survival horror genre. Look at this Earth. Look at the power of the 3DO interactive multiplayer console. For only $600, you and your family can enjoy a wealth of interactive CD-ROM technology. Alright. Power is in your hands. Wow. I gotta press the P button. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Hauzer discovered. Now. Yes, this is very spoopy. So desu ka. Hai, hai, hai. So desu ka. House. Dr. Hauzer. What part of the pyramid is this? This is a classic video game. Directed by Kenichiro Hayashi. That was Illbleed. Illbleed is the greatest video game ever made. The last level of Illbleed is some of the most wild, deranged shit I have seen. And now we have to play Dr. Hauzer. Now you may be wondering, how does one operation? Well, I have great news, friends. A button. B button. C button. So desu. Does that answer everyone's questions? Now that we know how to play the game, it's time to play Dr. Hauzer. They couldn't translate the text in the pre-done movies for obvious reasons. But this is a game by Riverhill Soft, who are one of the more low-key influential developers of the 80s and 90s in Japan. Are you playing anything for the impromptu GBCER this week? I'm glad you asked. I am. The Tower of Dubious Horror Games Gaiden. and I will leave the contents of that to your imagination. But let's just say I have more use for this 3DO emulator than just playing Dr. Hauzer. Is anyone home? There are a bunch of H games for the 3DO. Professor, are you home? No one seems to be around. Maybe he's inside. Anyway. Just gonna... Oh, I died. However, I do not think I could get away with playing pornographic games on Twitch. See, I had to run to avoid the chandelier falling on me. That was close. I should start an OnlyFans for that. I mean, hey, there are streaming services out there if you would like to play the pornographic video games. Dust has gathered here. And you're like, Arbitrary, what is this video game? And this is Dr. Hauzer. This is using fully rendered 3D environments in, what, 1993? 1994? So this is around the same time as Alone in the Dark 2 or 3. And it's using fully rendered polygonal environments. Which is why it's running at 3 frames per second. Anyway, just let's explore this. Oh! Oh no! I died. See, I knew I knew that was going to happen, and I did that for comedic effect. I'm sorry to pull behind the curtain a little bit. You know, when I was testing stuff, I'm like, wait. Is this working correctly? And, is there something wrong with the emulator? Because I know, you know, I'm using an old version of the emulator. Huh? A sound from the house? But yeah, consider this game came out like a year or two after Alone in the Dark. Now consider that it never came to North America. It's locked. If only I had an iron key. I wonder what Dr. Hauzer is up to. So here's the thing. For the sake of my sanity and everyone involved, what if we overclocked the CPU to 400%? A sound from the painting? Hauzer Diary 1 here. Take it. What an amazing discovery! The lithograph is the most important discovery I will ever find. There's not a lot. Something like this could exist here. This lithograph's something beyond... Oh, it's just a lithograph, but it's something that should be feared. I had to excavate everything. We had to reach the center intact. I don't want to announce these ruins are mine! There's the switch. Will you press it? Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, look. It's a very light rack. The rack is blocking the door. Hold it. Oh, I can switch to overhead and first person. All in the Dark doesn't do that. It's rather long. It's a painting of a boulder. Nothing interesting. You picked up Dragon's Dogma on the Steam sale? Nothing dubious about Dragon's Dogma. This high quality video game. If I remember correctly, there's a switch. Dragon's Dogma is great. I got nothing against Dragon's Dogma. In fact, I have several things for Dragon's Dogma. Oh, yeah, to be clear, Dragon's Dogma is a video game that exists. Alright, how do I grab this? Oh. I did it. Da-da-dun! There's no keyhole. I wonder how I can open. Oh. Guys, I don't think I can save. Huh? Take that, Resident Evil. The wall is tattered. Like, the way I have come to think about Dragon's Dogma is very much like, I hear the sound of water! Oh no! The way I would describe Dragon's Dogma is someone watched an hour of the Elder Scrolls Oblivion and then completely misinterpreted all of it. Da-da-dun. Dun-dun. Yeah. Nothing but unopened alcohol. It'd be nice to take a break. I should keep moving. Oh, right, yes. See, the problem with running at quadruple speed is, in fact, the part where sometimes you just fall. It's fine. I think it's also very funny. There are no enemies in this game, by the way. It's all traps. Oh, I can't save now. I'm sorry. Sorry, babe. Can't save now. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna turn it down to just let's go to 300% instead of 400%. See, he still runs very fast. It's fine. I'm glad that someone said this is a game worth translating. Important thing to note, though, Riverhill Soft are actually a super important developer before I got interrupted, they are responsible for the J.B. Harold Murder Club series, which is one of those. Oh.
Okay, what are you doing to yourself now?
I'm playing Dr. Hauzer. What are you doing to yourself? Playing Vermintide on Legend difficulty?
Yeah.
Does the table respond? Yes, it does. Okay.
You said Dr. Hauser like I should know what this is. What is Dr. Hauser? Enlighten me.
Dr. Hauser is an early survival horror game from your friends and mine at Riverhill Soft, makers of Overblood.
Oh.
This was the game they made before for the Panasonic 3DO. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Quality system.
Yes, the 3DO interactive multiplayer.
When I think Panasonic, I think interactive multimedia.
How do I climb up?
Yeah, this sure looks like a game from the Overblood people.
What if I told you I was running this at 300% clock speed? What if I told you that on a real console, the game runs like this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You should only play it like this. Get the real experience.
Axe.
Oh, God, the frames of animation on that door opening.
Apparently the FPS in this game can drop as low as 3 FPS.
Just trying to think I've ever actually played a game at that low. Actually, I think I have. I played a game called Terminal Velocity when I was a kid. It was a flight game.
Anyway, yeah, I can switch the camera to overhead. So you see, Alone in the Dark used pre-rendered backgrounds, as did Resident Evil. Dr. Hauser is using fully polygonal textured environments on the 3DO in 1994. And, trendsetters. You can also look at first person.
Can you imagine a world in which this was the influential game and not Resident Evil?
What are you talking about? Everyone's making Dr. Hauser likes.
Can't wait for the RE2 remake of Dr. Hauser.
Yeah. Doc 2 Hauser.
So what's the story of this game?
You are a reporter who is investigating the mysterious disappearance of Dr. Hauser, a renowned archaeologist. You drive up to his house, and there's no one there.
It makes me think of that Clock Tower game I played.
Oh, well, we'll get to Clock Tower. Don't get it.
It was Clock Tower 2, I think you eventually determined was the one I played.
Yes.
Because the original one was an SNES
yes, the
game?
PS1 one is, yes, Clock Tower 2. But it came out in the United States as Clock Tower, because the first one didn't. Worker memo here. Take it. Itchy Tasty.
Are you still playing slow, or have you gone back up to the good speed?
I will go back up to 300% clock speed.
I can't even tell.
This is significantly more responsive.
It still looks like he's moving through molasses.
Help! The professor is insane. He's gonna kill us all. Please, anyone, help us escape from here. At this rate, He'll kill everyone who was part of the excavation.
Good font.
Hey, you know, fan translation is hard.
Really conveys the urgency of the letter.
What a weird painting. This one's a different color.
A painting of bad stained glass.
This one is a strange color. Oh, it's missing a piece. I need to... Alright, now we got a lighter, and we got some fuel. And a crowbar. Now we're cooking with gas. There's a ladder going down. Will you climb it? Yes. Of course. But, yeah, I've come to the realization that what if I just played a bunch of 3DO games for my Sunday stream? Oh, God!
Is this because you played one with Gamelon?
Yeah. Oh, no. No, oh, well, that's nice. I can skip it. They're all complicated books.
So I missed it. How did you enjoy the last episode of...
The last part of
Illbleed?
Illbleed is one of the most deranged things I have seen, period, in a video game. The part where you're like, I have to get to toy hell to see Sexy Doll.
I gotta kill this child to go see my sexy doll.
It's... As George Lucas would say, it's so dense. There's so much happening on the frame. And I feel like that is apt.
It's kind of the turning point in that game. You go from probably hating it to suddenly loving it.
Yeah, no, I was already on board, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Your extremely weird Toy Story parody that feels like it is from, like, let's say an early 2000s Flash cartoon shitpost. Oh, cherub. This is an interesting dictionary. They're talking about the Bible. Oh no, his wife died. I'm gonna save. So, chat, does anyone have any questions about Dr. Hauzer? Oh,
Is this
God!
going to result in you playing Overblood?
I mean, that was already going to happen. And Overblood, too.
I mean, listen, you can play Overblood 1. I would genuinely recommend you don't play Overblood 2.
What? What are you talking about? It's a game so good, it only came out in Europe and Japan. How could that be a warning sign?
It's a rough video game.
I mean, the good news is I don't have to play through all of it. Okay, so that was the library. What a strange abstract painting. Da-da-dun. Dr. Hauzer's lithograph. Ah, the floor is sinking. Oh, is this video game gonna make me jump now? Ah!
Okay, let's see what made you scream.
Alright, maybe this time we don't take the lithograph.
Makes you feel any better, you are far from the only person on Legend difficulty to be bad at Vermintide.
Legend difficulty seems fucked.
If you're with a good group, it's a lot of fun.
Oh. Oh boy.
Oh. What an expressive face.
Yeah. Yeah. Power of... Put that in your...
It's the emotion engine at work.
Yeah, the emotion engine. Toy Story... This is pre-Toy Story. Let that sink in.
Look at these faces.
Look at these
Truly,
faces. It's like
emotion.
real life.
You think David Cage saw this game and said, I know what my path in life is?
Yes. He said, this is why I was born.
Wasn't that new Game of theirs canceled?
The Star Wars game?
Yeah, or was it? Or no, it wasn't canceled. It was like pushed back to some absurd year, like 2027 or something.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is another word for
never.
canceled.
Well,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where, weirdly enough, no one wants to work at Quantic Dream.
Huh.
Oh, input lag. I'm gonna blame that on input lag.
I imagine less and less Hollywood talent wants to work with them either.
Yeah, there was an interview that was done with Clancy Brown where he just fucking in the most polite way possible was like, this man is a hack. And I'm
The
like,
exact
oh,
opposite of the reaction that what's his face had for Kojima.
Yeah. Mads Mikkelsen.
No, what's
Reedus.
Walking Dead guy? Norman Reedus. Sure.
I mean, Norman Reedus, I think he's like, yeah, I don't know, we just hang out and we smoke. And Quantic Dream, where they treat their female employees the same way David Cage treats his female characters. Yes. Boy, having played Beyond Two Souls, I feel very bad for Elliot Page.
Yeah, that whole thing becomes increasingly fucked when they revealed who they were. Wow, it's like, okay, that must have been especially tough.
This right here, this might be a donation incentive to finish this video game.
What are you even doing?
I'm platforming.
Are you gonna keep doing this?
Yes.
Okay.
I've only been streaming for 40 minutes. What else am I supposed to do?
I think I've only been here for like 10 minutes and it feels like an hour.
Well, the speedrun for this game is only 20 minutes, so...
Oh, you're doing badly then.
Yeah.
Oh, you hear about that controversy with the most recent GDQ?
Oh, the Metal Gear Rising run.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was a remote runner, and apparently he just played a video he spliced together, which is like, man, they're...
I don't know why anybody would think that they'd be able to get something over on speedrunners. Those people are crazy.
Yeah, like it's like when people found out Billy Mitchell was cheating. And like, no, the people in the arcade high score scene are lunatics.
Yeah, they want to verify. They're not just gonna say, "Oh, cool, look at you."
Oh yeah, listen, I get it, man. Donkey Kong high score. I've seen the King of Kong. I don't know the exact thing, but that's one of the things where, yeah, like, speedrunners know. I need to watch a couple runs from that marathon. I feel like I've heard the Zelda hackery TAS run is fun.
Probably. I don't really ever watch TAS's.
Apparently, there was a little bit of, like, people fussing about that because some of it was, like, them using old beta assets. And some of it was, like, just stuff code they were injecting themselves. He admitted it privately to the staff? Okay. Oh, the Mass Effect run? Yes, with the Mako, just... I was watching the speedruns that were happening on Sunday with my nephew, and he was very into the Sonic Generations run, and the Spyro the Dragon run. He was like, Mass Effect is boring. And I'm like, you're right. He is 7. But yes, the part where the The Mako is just flying through the air and just clipping through half of the level. That's art. Oh yeah. Nope. Folks, we'll get out of this room. I might have to turn down the clock speed again.
Whatever works.
I like how I'm saying that as a threat. But yeah, imagine tank controls. Now imagine the worst tank controls. And that's Dr.
I've
House.
played Overblood.
I should play Overblood.
I have a copy of Overblood, not 10 feet from where I'm currently standing.
Do you want to send it to me?
No. It's too important.
Okay. People.
Good. Alone in
People!
the dark, the new nightmare was good.
Alright, let's look at this lithograph.
Just an Alone in the Dark clone.
I mean, this game is fully polygonal and has textured environments, which Alone in the Dark does not. So let that sink in. Oh, right, ZP. This is what the game actually looks like. I was running it at 300% clock speed. This is what the game looks like at normal speed.
Oh. And that's just the game because processors back in the day, right?
This is fully polygonal environments.
How you doing, Chris?
I'm tired.
Oh no, it's locked!
I'm just tired.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it back up to 300% because this is intolerable.
You gave me shit with playing scan lines on the Pixel remaster of Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, because those are gross. This is a playability thing, my friend. Also, you admit those scan lines are terrible.
Is this stream gonna force me to play Another World?
Are you going to play Dr. Hauzer with me?
No, fuck that.
You going to? This is an adventure game, Chris.
And I'm gonna play Another World. You know,
Okay.
what Tim Rogers once claimed, Another World, the greatest video game of all time. Which is
And then you can
a
play
very-
Heart of Darkness.
Alright, let's see what happens when I light this on fire.
Fuck. Didn't someone nominate Heart of Darkness? No, wait. I'm thinking of the Ted Woolsey game. What was that one?
You're thinking of Shadow Madness.
Yes. Two things with dark in the title.
Dark, yes, Dark Bad Evilman.
Forget it.
Alright, time to look up a fact. Let's see if Dr. Hauzer has any FAQs on game FAQs.
Like it must, right?
It does, surprisingly enough. Let's see.
Oddly enough, the thing about Heart of Darkness is that the PC version of Heart of Darkness is way worse than the PlayStation 1 version.
Oh, to the first booth. Oh. There's an item I missed. Thank you, anonymous person who wrote.
Did Eric Chahi's paper themed video game for VR actually come out? Speaking of which, what was it?
I have
Paper
no idea.
Monsters. I like parts of From Dust.
From Dust was that 360 era God game, right?
Yeah, it was a apparently Eric Chahi played Conway's Game of Life and was like, I want to make that, but a video game.
Wow.
So like, you know, black and white to populace, that kind of stuff.
Okay. I see. Now I
I
understand.
wonder if the black and white video games hold up.
I severely doubt it.
I remember, I bet 2 holds up better than 1.
I don't know. 2 had too much going on in it.
You had the weird RTS stuff, and I was, at the time, very much into that. And Black and White 1 is literally pet the animal until it's happy, and then just eat it. It's like the Chow Gardens from Sonic Adventure, but that's the game.
Is this good video game? Dr. Hauzer! That was Dr. Hauzer! That's the name of the game! That's what he says. I have never played Black and White.
You don't need to.
I feel like I what if I remove the boards? Remove the boards, you say? I feel like the only classic Bullfrog game that holds up in any capacity.
Magic Carpet.
Magic Carpet gives me. You joke. Magic Carpet gave me the worst motion sickness.
Yeah, fully rendered 3D movements. What if you played Magic Carpet on the Atari Jaguar CD, though?
If he didn't do that at all.
What if I didn't do that because I don't want to throw up on stream? Also, Twitch apparently will not let you do that. One of the Digger's broken artifact. He has definitely angered the master.
You know, a version of Magic Carpet came with Anaglyph 3D and like 3D glasses.
Sure.
And you could play that game with not pre-stereoscopic 3D. Or actually, yeah, stereoscopy 3D. And if you really want to cause your eyes to fucking go bad, that was the way to do it. But you know me, I like the simulation game, so if we're talking about classic Bullfrog, I want Theme Hospital, I want Populous, I want Theme Park.
I mean, Theme Hospital and Populous also very important.
I'm willing to bat for... movies. The long-forgotten Peter Molyneux video game that's not available because Peter Molyneux's relationship with EA is not good.
His relationship with everyone is not good these days.
I still have the Steam copy. So it's weird. I have the Steam copy of the movies before it got pulled from Steam because EA and also licensing. And it's one of the weird ways of I know what happens when a game gets pulled from Steam, where you get to it continues to be in your library.
Yeah.
And you can re-download it, but only you can because you bought it during the window it was available.
Yes. Like how
I've got a couple of those.
Alice Madness Returns was briefly relisted on Steam, and then it was delisted again. Oh.
Yeah, but at least in that case, it's because they want to sell you some sort of weird.
Are they gonna
remake.
remaster that game?
I was under the impression that was the plan. I mean, they've been talking about a remaster of that game for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna stream some Dreamfall. Or not Dreamfall, fuck. Shit, we're not there yet.
The longest
journey. I'm gonna do the two shortest chapters, some of the shortest chapters.
How much more of that game do you have?
So we finished Reunification, which is the longest chapter of the game. So Shadows is pretty short. You just basically find out that weird bug people have invaded Arcadia, which they then write off, because they have to introduce the weird matriarchal empire where women have more rights than men, and that's the commentary. In Dreamfall, and then you have to deal with Kane and his vanilla ass, just bland ass, fucking awful storyline. Everybody likes him for whatever reason. Well, I know why people like his character. And then Rebirth is literally like, go to the fucking Enclave. Oh, that's right. You have to talk to Irin, learn about people who died, get another stone tablet. Don't want to do Chapter 11. Chapter 11 is long. Maybe I just do chapters.
How many chapters are there in the game?
13.
Oh, okay.
Not including the epilogue, because the epilogue is listen to the old lady from the beginning of the game. I think you're dead. I think you died. But, man, I miss game over screens. Again, I feel like playing The Longest Journey. I am willing to die on this hill, but Siberia is better than The Longest Journey.
It's not.
It is.
It really isn't. For Siberia, it's super overrated.
No, it is not. It's a better, fully realized world that feels more distinct.
What are you even talking about?
The world of Siberia just feels more alive than The Longest Journey.
I think Dr. Hauzer is better than both of them.
That's the whole fucking point. You're in Siberia, a tundra. There's so much character to this, like, apocalyptic steampunk world. Siberia's better. At least Siberia is a franchise.
Yes. Two widely hated sequels.
No, Siberia 2 is well loved.
Didn't they make a new one fairly recently?
Yeah, and it actually corrected the ship. The game that people don't like is Siberia 3. Siberia 2... Hey, there's a specific part that people don't like about Siberia, and it's the ending. But Siberia 2 was well received. Unless you played the Xbox version, because everyone hated the Xbox version.
I'm just gonna say I don't trust adventure games made by Europeans.
Then yeah, Siberia 3 came out and
Europeans.
everyone fucking hated it, and then Siberia The World Before came out and was actually good. It righted the ship. It righted the ship.
You know what, Braden? I think I agree with you. Adventure games are bad.
Yeah. I've said this before. I'm playing Dr. Hauzer. It's not very good. It's an adventure game. Ergo. Alright, hold on. I gotta...
Don't make me boot up Techno Babylon.
I just played through that recently. It's alright. It's far from their best work, but it's fine.
I don't like Wadget games. I don't like their
You don't like
style.
Wadget? I feel like they're the people who everyone likes.
They
I
made
like
some of the best adventure games of all time.
I like some of their works, but like I really like Gemini Rue, and I feel like everything else has been.
How do you feel about
Primordia was great.
Primordia is okay.
The one with the demons.
The new one, Avowed?
Yeah,
or
Avowed.
Unavowed? Disavowed?
Just,
Is that Strangeland?
I have not played it yet.
all I know is
Some of them are just Resonance. You're thinking of Resonance, I think.
No, it's the newest one. Resonance is old.
Resonance is the time travel one, right?
I don't remember. I never got super deep into it because it had you play as 4 different people.
it's a clock, but alright, time to look at Senior Guide. This is literally just a numerical list of steps because it's that level of old.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. Walk, don't run, across hole in floor, along picture side.
Hey, Brayden, is this gonna be a one-stream game?
Yes, this will not be a 2-stream game. If I play more of this, this is for the charity. This is for the women instead of for the kids. Alright, let's read Dr. Hauzer's diary.
This means we can move you up and play actual trash, right?
I mean, yeah, theoretically.
Misery, misery,
What if we played Clock
misery,
Tower, though?
misery, misery.
Which clock tower?
I mean, I'd probably start with the first one.
The first one?
Yes, Clock Tower, The First Fear, starring not Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, that's not. I thought you said that was Clonk Tower category.
That is Clonk Tower, yeah. Oh, you're saying what if the people voted? You want scary visual novels? I won't.
Too bad.
Too bad. We'd have to go
I
back
don't wanna watch
down.
him play Corpse Party.
I bought a copy of Corpse Party, and I would like to use it. It's the remake. Corpse Party is very important.
It's also like the most normie pick to pick for a horror visual novel.
Okay, what?
Other than a Doki Doki Literature Club.
Okay, what do you think I should pick then, Professor? The Steam sale ends tomorrow.
Remind me. I'm already going through my head. It's like, did I buy all the games that I want to buy that are on sale? I hate that where it's like, I've already spent like $50. Do I need to spend another $50?
I did it. Da-da-dun! Like, if you're gonna tell me I should play, like, Ib, or,
Say no Uta.
No. First off, I think that game is banned from Twitch.
It is.
Second off, Say no Uta is also, like, very much the edgy pick.
What about, like, Chaos Head?
I have Chaos Child. Chaos Head doesn't... Does Chaos Head have a full fan translation?
Braden, look me in the eyes.
I
Look
can't.
me in the
I
eyes.
don't have my webcam on.
Look. Go down the dark rabbit hole. Play Tsukihime.
I think he's just making things
How is
up
that
now.
horror themed?
Got vampires. Got magic.
Yeah, but listen, if you want to play Melty Blood with me, you just need to ask.
It's got ladies that need to, like, stab themselves in their hands to cause a spewing spurt of blood to make magical blood magic.
If you want to play Tsukihime, we can.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying this is how I force you to play a Fate Stay Night game.
You're under the impression... Ah, the fireplace is moving.
You have a House of Fate Morgana?
Yeah,
Okay, that's perfect for that category.
but I hear that's not dubious.
No, it's just good.
Yeah, that's the
I might
problem.
be an asshole and say that Phantasmagoria is basically a visual novel.
I mean, yeah. But the definitive Phantasmagoria Let's Play...
Yeah, I know, it's already been done.
I think I might finish this game, by the way.
How long is it?
This game is not very long.
I mean, if you want some really, really questionable fucking horror visual novels, I feel like you need to get into DS emulation.
Okay, tell me more. Wait, isn't there that one game that's like the bottom screen is like a
gotta-
fake
Yes.
creepypasta?
Yes, I forget the name of this game, but you need to find that game.
I know Thor High Heels has played it. So I will, if that has a translation. And just think,
That
this
game
fireplace is
also,
moving
like,
at triple
That game
speed.
has a translation, and it is of questionable quality, let me tell
Yeah.
you.
But yeah, no, if people have sincere ideas for like visual novels that are spoopy and not just like, oh god,
Isn't that the definition of spoopy?
I guess I must have fallen far. Somehow I'm okay.
I forget if they did a fan translation of the GBA Silent Hill visual novel.
Oh right. Is this the power
Oh,
of the
there it
3DO?
Yeah.
Noyatsu. This is the power of the 3DO.
There is a fan translation for the GBA Silent Hill
Send that to
visual
me.
novel. You're being serious, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because if you don't cover this, I will happily cover this.
Listen, I'll cover it, and then I'll at Jess Voidberger on the Twitter. Okay, so now I have Dynamite. And I have...
Oh wait, this is just... Oh, yeah.
Alright, now I'm going back to
got some
300%
resources.
speed. Oh!
looking at it, this is 2 hours and 30 minutes long. This Silent Hill thing.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds perfect. And that also works because it's a franchise thing. As I thought, a rail car. Yeah, I think I might be already pretty close to the end of the game.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. I'm saying Dr. Hauser is not. Is
Are
not
you having
a,
fun, though?
Am I a franchise? I mean, one might argue that yes. If people would like to do their arbitrary water at home, they're free to do so. Wow, what a huge discovery! He was guarding this? Why? Why did you come? Dr. Hauser, your body? Did you? That's right, I got it. Eternal life. No way, you really did it. The cherub granted to me, so I left this world. Now I am in a place near God. Everything is eternal. You're joking. I am not here. I am inside the cherub. Why did you go this far? 2 years ago, God took my wife, so I thought I could find her. I thought I could see her again if I had eternal life. We both should be immortal. That's what should have happened, but why? Why is my wife not here? Where is she? Professor, you. After you lost your wife, you. I see you. It's because you're here. You scared her away. If only you weren't here. Huh? And then I hold up the picture of the wife. And I throw it at him. My wife! My wife! My wife!
Please, no.
I need to run. Should I use the mine car? I think I might have beaten the game.
Sure.
I was gonna say, did this just happen?
I'm gonna say this game is perhaps a lot faster when you are playing it at literally triple speed.
You mean to say that the length of the game was designed...
I was not expecting to finish this so quickly.
Well, I asked you if it was going to be a one-stream game, and boy howdy, did you prove it.
Yeah.
Huh. No, I guess... I mean...
What do I do now?
You have a backup?
Yes. But first we gotta vote. What's the backup? Put it this way. This is not the only game. H games? No.
Oh yeah, let's play an H game. Brayden.
Yeah.
I need this.
I will mute you.
This is actually a pretty complex ending for a game like this.
Yeah. There is artistry here. That's I wonder if the events that transpired really did happen. The countless records I wrote in my notebook tell a bizarre, wondrous story. I had to platform. but I couldn't publish this. No one would believe the strange tales told only by my notes. I mean, Mike, listen, I already streamed Omega Labyrinth Life.
I'd be down for more Omega Labyrinth Life.
Oh, wow.
Oh, weird, his
Oh, wow.
PC is crashing.
Wait, is this game... Is this game just a
within a
compilation?
game?
Is this game now showing me a compilation of deaths?
I think it is. This is something that was very common at the time.
Or is this like a goof?
I think this is just a highlight reel
Yeah.
of what
it's
you
just
could have done,
saying arigato.
Mr. Roboto.
Yeah. So that's Dr. Hauser. It took me an hour.
I think
and
this is
15
gonna rank
minutes.
low on the dubiosity scale.
I mean, controlling it. Okay, I think this is just one of those games where it just hangs on end.
My favorite.
So let's vote.
Up, actual garbage. Actual garbage. Actual garbage.
What won the poll? I was too busy to vote.
Oh,
Still hasn't put the poll up.
I need to put up the poll first.
Actual garbage.
Oh, we can do clock tower. Clock tower.
No.
Hi everyone, vote now.
Actual garbage. Bah, 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 bah. Garbage. Garbage. Open up your mouth. Spooning in the trash. I guess you're right. We could do clock tower and then do actual garbage next.
Actual garbage is always there.
Yeah, you're
Clock
right.
tower isn't.
Yeah, you're right. But if we do actual garbage now, we'll make him sad and then we can ease into clock tower.
Don't you want to end with him being sad?
That's you're right. I'll switch my vote. Actually, no.
I bought too many horror games for it to end once we reach the top. But I will say things do will get shuffled around.
What time is it? So
You can also, if you would like to throw money at me to increase the number of votes, you certainly can do that.
yeah.
Because I am nothing if not shameless on this front.
Okay.
Oh man, I really want the Dreamcast.
People love the Dreamcast. They really want to see me play D2.
But they haven't
I don't
played
wanna go-
D the game first. How will they know what's happening?
Aren't they completely disconnected from each other?
I have no idea. But I played through the first game and it's utter garbage.
Well,
It has an interesting premise that they run into the ground within 5 minutes.
does anyone want to play Tekken with me?
No.
I
I
don't
want
like
to see you
Tekken.
miserable.
I want to see you be sad. Be sad, sad man.
That's exactly what you sound like. That's exactly what you sound like. I mean, you do a great impression of
This is
yourself.
exactly what I sound like. Brain arbitrary water redacted.
Adventure game.
Adventure games.
Okay.
What does the Dr. Hauser box art have to do with the game?
It's cool. It's a cool Japanese CD-ROM art from the early 90s. It's got the swinging blade trap. It's got keys.
Okay, I'm convinced.
Okay.
Uh,
Fuck.
we are once again threatening to hit a tie.
How did you solve it before?
I
you
solved
used
it
random.
before by being a tiebreaker. By saying, I want to do this. Alas, there are no Dreamcast games, no Clock Tower games on the Dreamcast. Otherwise, that would work.
I think you've got a tie.
I think we have a tie.
It looks like I couldn't play Kingmaker, but I decided to vote for Ralph Nader.
Yeah.
That's a good reference. Do you think?
Did I
yeah.
just have a
Get that
stroke?
one.
What?
He's making a very.
Made a
man.
2000
Listen,
election
California
joke.
man.
I made a voting joke.
Yeah.
What do they have to do with Pathfinder Kingmaker?
No, the term "be a kingmaker" means that you're the.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I'm in charge here. And I say...
Oh, someone joined? Who joined?
Me?
Why?
Justin, you are the tiebreaker.
Oh boy. What's the tiebreaker?
Do you want more Dreamcast games or do you want Clock Tower?
Clock Tower.
It says poll ended. Oh.
Clock Tower.
Don't influence him.
I was gonna say Clock Tower anyway, because you've played like 2 Dreamcast games in a row, and variety is the spice of life.
That's right. All right. Look forward to Clock Tower. Coming soon to
Which clock tower?
the original.
Boo.
And then we'll see how far I get into original Clock Tower. The Sega perverts lose again. Just like in real life. Jeff. Rude. Our podcast co-host.
Most level-headed person in the group, other than when
yes.
you start talking about Shenmue or the Saturn.
And then he's like,
And he
I
pulls
love
his knives out.
Shenmue Saturn. Alright, well, I could stop here, or I could do my backup game.
What's your backup game?
My backup game was I was going to play some Spellforce.
Oh, fuck yeah!
What is that? I don't.
I would
I've
love
heard
to
that
see
talk
you play
about.
Spellforce. Why doesn't someone play a good game?
Okay.
Raid in arbitrary water.
Alright, have fun with your spell force. I'm gonna go make nachos later.
Oh, fuck
Have fun,
yeah.
Nacho Force.
Nachos. Fuck me. I ate fried chicken at a fucking amusement park for food.
Uh-huh. Are you going to be so sad when they demolish that?
I am! We're losing a fucking source of culture and I actually think it's going to be a huge loss for the community. I really do. And people are like, a guy who eats theme park food.
By the original, I mean the SNES clock, the PS1 remake of the SNES Clock Tower.
Wrong with SNES Clock Tower.
There the SNES Clock Tower, it only came out in Japan, but
Oh. Okay.
it's for the Super Famicom. Anyway, Spellforce 3.
You mean there's no fan translations for you to use?
There are, but I
Nobody's
picked the
patent
PS1 one.
translation.
One victory for you.
Alright. Time to continue my campaign as,
Though your legs ache and your stomach burns with hunger, you cannot help but feel a vague sense of anticipation as you descend into the black tunnels. For the first time in a very long time,
What are you playing
you
as?
feel as if you
I am playing as a guy. My dad was an evil mage who tore the country apart, and now I've been
This all
tasked.
sounds very familiar.
Yeah, and now I've been tasked by the not Pope to discover the cause of plague. Also,
Strange creatures.
By the...
Run!
Ugh, I suppose we found the source of that smell.
Indeed. But who or what in the world did this?
and I got an elf lady and a dwarfman in my party. And let's see. I got nasal helmet of focus. Look at all my sick art. So my character, I am currently going for a build that is like a tanky black mage type character. So I've been putting all my points into black magic, which, as you can see, you get life leech on your basic attacks. And then you also can apply weakened on basic attacks. And so it's good for tanky.
Is this a real-time with pause game?
No,
It's a turn-based
this is an
thing.
RTS game that is also sometimes
Oh.
an RPG.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun. You cannot pause mid-combat?
No, but there's a tactical pause,
Creature
like this.
of flesh.
Like Pathfinder pillars.
Yeah,
Oh,
Infinity
okay. So
Engine.
it's like Dota, but
Yeah.
Pathfinder.
yeah, a little bit.
Oh, so like Tower of Time more
yeah,
so.
like Tower of Time, there is a tactical slowdown.
Slow down. While you go through the circle menu.
Yeah,
Forgot the name.
yes, a radial menu, because this is
Radial, that's
they
the
put this
word.
out on consoles, and you can tell because there's a radial menu.
I mean, Temple of Elemental Evil has a
Yeah.
radial menu, and it's not on consoles.
But it could be.
Yeah. Also, don't people generally complain about that UI a little bit?
It's a little much.
Brayden, you're the one that likes to bat for Temple of Elemental Evil.
Yes. I like that game a lot.
Am I the only one who
That's
just
that.
saw
That's the first
Afraid not.
thing that I think you ever streamed in public was
Yeah.
Temple
Yes.
of Elemental
a
Evil.
pretty damn big one?
Ooh. These are the exact same.
By original, do you mean the PS1 clock tower? I'll let you explain this
Yeah,
whole
I did.
fucking.
Yeah.
Looks pretty narrow.
He is going to play PS1
Don't
Clock
look
Tower.
victory. Wait,
That's what he said.
The
I think you
PS1
should play
remake of the
SNES
SNES
game.
Clock
I
Tower.
think you should play the SNES game.
I
for the
am.
message
I
joke.
said I am playing the PS1 remake of the SNES game,
I think you should just play the SNES game.
but it has better sound.
It's just like 10 minutes of it. It's like when I insist on playing the Super Nintendo versions of games when we have to play Saga 2. I'm playing Final Fantasy Legends 2.
Yeah, because you're sick.
No, I have to know.
I smell fresh meat.
All right.
Eat you. I will eat you.
yes?
I'm playing this on normal, so
Is it a good challenge?
not really. It's definitely like a little like Babby's first RTS. A little bit.
Sounds like the game for me.
Yes.
Because
It's
I had a bit of a sometimes had a hard time with Halo Wars 2 at a higher level. So
once you know, just charge with the fucking jackals or the jeeps. You're all good.
I was well, yes. Halo Wars 2 A has a little more to it, and B I was like playing skirmish with people, with some friends,
See, there's your
and
problem.
both of whom were much better than I am at RTSs. Because but no, I was trying to like wrap my head around like you can make different like unit groups in that game. Like you could highlight a group of units and assign it to number 1 or something like that. And like I already had a hard time keeping track of what was in front of me, much less what was happening on the other side of the battlefield with a different unit group and so on and so forth. It's probably something that would come with experience because I was getting better at it, but
and this lady, I made her. She can be an arcane archer. Like all of your party members seem to have unique skill trees that you can't use, so that's cool.
mm-hmm. So this is this like so I take it this is not anywhere near classless. Everybody has to stick to it.
Everyone has their handful of skill trees.
Yeah,
Okay.
this
But
is. I think this is cool.
there's a respec button, and it is generous.
Is it infinite or is it just generous?
It's a potion that you can buy. Let's see.
So I've got I've got something that I want to pass by Braden.
Yes.
This is reminding me of something that I've talked to Jeff about from time to time. Now that we've played Unlimited Saga, we've gone down the rabbit hole, and we kept digging and digging and digging, and now we're stuck in the slop of darkness, right? How norm CRPG, JRPG do we want to go for the rest of the podcast? Because I don't think we're ever going to pick something like Path of Exile or like Witcher 2.
Sounds like a plan.
I think there's still room for those.
This way, right?
But I feel like our initial mission statement was, what's the weird obtuse stuff?
Too strong. Got him.
Alright, so I'm gonna cash this.
So
and
are
then
you
it's gonna
saying
cash
that
this.
there is a timeline where we play Baldur's Gate 2?
No, we should not play Baldur's Gate 2. Everyone knows what Baldur's Gate 2 is. It's
I'll
good.
take a look.
So how do we get to like something like
Let me see.
Mask of the Betrayer?
Mask of the Betrayer is at least like a weird side game. It
Mask
is
of the
an
Betrayer is that it's
expansion.
basically, you have to like find a ROM hack of it now because it's not easy to get.
No, you can buy it on GOG.
That's the way.
Oh, it is on GOG?
Yeah. They delisted it from
Oh,
Steam,
that's-
but it's still on GOG.
I remember. Okay, no, I'm thinking of like
Blast
Neverwinter Nights, like doing a
Interesting.
HD remaster of Neverwinter Nights: Mask of the Betrayer.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
Mhm.
They will never. Beamdog will never give the
Will do. Got it.
the second game that same treatment because no one cares about the multiplayer for the second game.
Jesus, what is that thing?
Looks like a golem to me.
So why did they do Neverwinter Nights? Like, did they just want to revive like the whole custom campaign sort of thing?
Part of
or-
it was like the multiplayer for Neverwinter Nights is still super active, and the idea of like, hey, what if we, you know, kept all that compatibility?
Oh, this is why I forgot this. So this is why I forgot, or I thought that Master Betrayer had been delisted on GOG. They just combined everything to Neverwinter Nights Complete.
Okay.
So when you buy Neverwinter Nights 2, it's $20, and it comes with Mask of the Betrayer, Storms of Zahir, and Mysteries of Westgate.
Mysteries of Westgate is something I might look into should there ever be.
Did you already play Storm of Zahir?
Yeah, Storm of Zahir is interesting in the sense that it is.
It's not what you were expecting from that game.
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird top-down, like, RPG.
It is a.
game.
They're trying to do a hex crawl. And it doesn't succeed because, like, it was made for, like, $2.
Why you cute?
I should buy the Switch version of Neverwinter Nights.
Unclean. Filthy.
Do you live down here?
Down here, God King does not understand. There is
The dark
yes, big city, dark.
Wait a moment.
The weird thing about Mysteries of Westgate is that it was done by a small...
We aren't your enemy.
Yes.
It was like
Yes,
Ossian
I-
Studios,
God King is
which
good
got
flesh.
the Neverwinter Nights 2 IP
To
to
protect.
make a
So,
expansion
what do you
pack after they had done a fan mod. Remember?
Unspeakable evil,
That was the
mystic and
fan mod that
only
got them the rights.
Maybe
Darkness
he's
over
Or maybe
Daggerford.
he's just plain
Yes.
And they did that free download, and then they're like, Atari called them and it's like, do you want to do the next Neverwinter Nights expansion pack? And they're like, sure. Then
We don't have much of a
apparently they
choice.
just got overwhelmed with like actually making a full-fledged feature-rich production.
Were these rebels a small group in this?
You know, they had the same problem that a lot of indie developers have when they get a budget, which is, wait, I need to pace myself and not spend money on one fiddly thing and then just keep making it wider and wider and wider.
What do strange flesh people want?
Other than that, I
We
mean,
found a mummified.
Me?
there's two really good Neverwinter Night games.
Yes.
But not brother
There
in
or
soul.
there are two good base campaigns included in Neverwinter Nights games.
Anyway, it's time.
Our strange flesh.
Just tell
Because
us.
Neverwinter Nights 2 is just
shaper language.
boring.
The base campaign of Neverwinter Nights 2 is extremely mid.
So I forget with that GOG release if they let you just skip into.
You could do that from the base release. You can, if you want to start a new campaign in any of the.
I just wonder. I think that there are some choices that don't carry over, or they like mark the box by default, and kind of like it's kind of like starting Mass Effect with Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, but none of your choices carry over.
Yeah. Anyways,
So.
why is Stalker 2 Ultimate Edition $110 on GOG?
Because they would like you to pre-order it.
Season Pass with access to all future DLCs, including 2 story expansions, additional story-based side
Let's
quests,
find out what he was guarding,
1 extra
shall we?
costume skin, 3 weapon skins, in multiplayer, 3 costume skins, 7 multiplayer skins for multiplayer, digital art book, digital sound book, extended campfire content, more guitar tunes and tales that you can hear in the game around the Stalker's campfires. What the fuck?
You gotta sell people somehow.
Early bird weapon skin, early bird costume skin, early bird multiplayer
feel that?
badge.
Wind. We're getting close to the
I
exit.
forgot that they were gonna add multiplayer to a
Many tales have
To
been told
Stalker
about
2.
Stalker
The lost
Shadow
city
of
the
Chernobyl
Shapers.
has multiplayer.
While some scholars
Yeah,
go so
but
far as to
no
doubt
one
its very
cares.
existence,
why.
others claim that it was a utopia, an unconquerable city in a valley.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
found
you,
it.
exactly. You start at level
Now, where can
15
we
if you
find
start
things
Hordes of the
up to
Underdark with a new
I
character.
Said, where should we start search?
Right, and Starship Titanic's $1.50.
Do you think we could rest for a moment first, though? I'd like to take some sketches of this place.
Well, how about we go back to Everly?
The only problem is the
What?
cipher in the
Why are
ship.
you?
What do you
Did I get
suggest?
muted? Did you mute me?
I assume
No.
the Nexus would be
I
the
can
best
still
place
hear
to
you.
start.
I can
All
still
right,
hear you.
Let's go.
I thought that was considered like a slur or something.
So yeah, like the game, Spellforce alternates between these very RPG sequences and like just straight up like Warcraft 3 RTS. I'm not gonna play Velvet Assassin because Joku already has.
I'm sorry, but we don't.
Quaslan.
What has Joku discovered playing?
Velvet Assassin seems terrible.
Forget which game this is.
It's the one where you're like a lady in World War II and it's a stealth game.
Oh, that's right. And you're like
And
on
you take
opium or
morphine
shit?
and then you're in your
Morphine.
skivvies.
This is happening. We're talking to
Right. This game. This was a very funny quick look, if I recall.
Yes.
It's not a spirit, Tahar. This man, he's neither dead nor undead nor alive. It's almost something like an ethereal puppet string is keeping his life force in place. Not enough for him to die, yet not enough for him to be truly alive.
So he's been trapped here for millennia? That's gruesome.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, you have to admire the power of
But
this
yeah,
technology.
one of the nice things about going on
what did he
vacation is
say?
that I can walk away
I
from the
don't
Steam
think he
sale
was
and not
talking
feel
to
bad
us.
about anything I haven't
He's not
already
even
bought.
entirely aware
What
of
if
our
I bought
faces.
all of the
I think
Trails
he's gone
games
completely insane.
and then
Interesting.
felt guilty because I owned all of them
And never played them?
and then
Well, he
never
doesn't
played
seem
them?
threat.
Feels strange to do that, but I guess you're right.
Undead. Lots of them. How did they get here?
Yes, but
Couldn't they?
Or Hibernians.
I bought several things and also didn't play anything.
What did you buy,
except
Justin?
Baldur's
Remember
Gate.
that mage in the cave?
I bought. Let me pull up the list. I know I bought Neon White. I bought all the Vermintide 2 DLC.
Yeah.
I bought Umurangi Generation. That's
Yeah.
normally a thing I wouldn't be interested in at all, but I have seen what's his face's video on it.
Thor.
No,
Mandalore.
Mandalore Gaming didn't make one. I don't mention him much. Errant Signal
Oh, yeah,
made
yeah,
a video of it, and I thought that looks really interesting. I like to play that. Baba Is You,
Oh,
Mafia, One Step from Eden, Arcanum, Industria, Ghost Runner, Tunic, and Neon White.
suggestion. How about the Lords of Midnight series? Ooh. ZP, you tried to play Lords of Midnight, right?
I did. It is
It is of an era?
of an era. I think I stopped playing Lords of Midnight just because, like, man, I bet if I followed a guide and tried to actually learn how any of this shit works, this would be fine, but also, like, there's a weird procedurally generated nature to that game.
Another ghost.
But at the end of the day, if we want to make, like, a cheap one-off, episode of Off the Deep End, we should do Lords of Midnight and Doomdark's Revenge.
Yeah. Doomdark's Revenge is such a good name for a video game.
Because I
Wait.
feel like you could make we almost should make an episode, because I feel like when we started this podcast, that was the kind of shit we set out to, like, cover, is like old crusty.
I said Mega Man X Command Mission.
I don't know if that's weird enough. Like, it's fine. It's good. I mean,
But no one remembers it.
sure, but like, if you're looking for weird, I don't think that's necessarily the place to look. It's definitely like, it can definitely be like, and some of its plotting can be baffling. Like, there is both a resistance and a rebellion, and when they're talking about the plot, that makes no sense. Because you're like, which one's the good guys and which one's the government?
I just remember my problem with that game being that it was shockingly short.
You hear that sound? That's the sound of our co-host Jeff Rude going, "That sounds great."
I don't mind a 20-hour RPG.
I love his reaction to our next pick. You posting the how long to beat. And he's like,
Yes.
no.
You mean
spoilers,
Unlimited Saga?
spoilers. No,
Well,
no spoilers?
basically,
Okay.
because Gino's
I
going to
was
be on
throwing a fit.
vacation, and we don't know when we might have time to record, we have preemptively picked our next game.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to. Don't say it.
We're not going to say it. It's a surprise.
They don't have to
Buildings
surprise.
are almost still intact.
Don't say it.
Let it be a surprise.
As before, right in the middle of Iskander.
Oh, that... Okay. Yeah, this little ability wheel, this is elegant. Surprisingly so.
What ability will, like...
Holding Alt, and then it pulls up a wheel, and then...
Blasted hard.
And then... Alright, so...
So is an RPG being, like, really long... Like, do you guys generally consider that a plus?
I mean, Jeff does not.
Because, like, an RPG less than 20 hours probably isn't enough time to really dive deep into systems and stuff. But when I hear about an RPG that's 100 hours, I usually just go, maybe not.
I tap
There
out.
are some
at,
exceptions.
Like, I tap out at 50 hours.
Yeah, I think that should be... If you're going more than 50 hours on an RPG, I do think you should spend some real time considering what you're doing. I think
Wrath
only
of
a
the
handful
Righteous going full excess.
So
Then I don't want-
I think... Listen, Wrath of the Righteous would be a way better game if it shed a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah,
It is
no,
a fantastic CRPG wrapped in some
the Crusade mechanic is
questionable
bad.
stuff.
I respect that they did it.
I wish I could click on. I wish I could click on a spot on the map and just teleport there. If I've already been to it or something like that. I wish the fatigue mechanic would go die in a fire.
Yeah, I don't mind it as much. There are certain classes that I feel like better equipped to deal with it.
I have modded quite a bit out of Baldur's Gate 2 that I don't like. So, and that game's it's going a lot better.
This way, right?
Yeah,
There,
whatever. That's
another
the magic of mods. All right, these ghosts are
Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
they're eyeballing me.
Danger up ahead.
Oh shit.
This place is a bloody graveyard.
Oh, and this game has like interrupts, like a Pillars of Eternity does.
Sure.
I kind of want to play the competitive multiplayer with someone because that seems like such a weird. Like they have a free to play version of this game that is just the competitive multiplayer, which is weird.
You don't say.
Yeah.
So like right now, this looks like a CRPG.
Yes.
Like,
And then
is it like 90% that, or like?
It seems like, from what I have played thus far, it is definitely a 50-50 split between this and Warcraft 3, which is basically this but you build a base.
That's the way.
Now, as someone who doesn't like Warcraft,
Yes.
it seems way more approachable.
I think this game is fucking rad, actually. And, like, I think the writing is surprisingly not terrible for the kind of mid-range Euro RPG that this is. It's got the guy who voices Geralt.
Ah, yeah. Do you see that overgrown building? That's the Nexus. Nehof's hammer. It looks just like on the stone carvings.
So would this be pretty much a dungeon? That's what it looks like.
I mean, it's it's basically a level.
Question. I doubt we can banish that the ghost.
Worth a try, I suppose.
It's like an RTS mission.
Map. Okay, but you like clear it out slowly.
But yeah, you can.
Does
clear
that
it out.
that sounds pretty good.
I also here's my other selling point is this game and both of its standalone expansion packs were like $17.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I just wishlisted it. I'm not buying anything else.
Yeah.
I need to just
I'm saying
these Baldur's Gate
you can
games.
get this game for cheap. And this might be pretty good.
Yeah, I'll probably pick it up on the next sale. And actually play.
Oh, you can also play this co-op with up to 3 people.
Yeah.
Which seems wild.
I still need to play DOS 2 again by myself. Like,
Yes.
I did not get much of the story while playing it with another person because it was kind of just let's railroad to the next combat encounter.
Well, Baldur's Gate 3 is not coming out this year, so...
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, so it's complicated.
Do you reckon they could...
Have they added anything new to the early access version of Baldur's Gate 3?
They added Barbarians
same area
recently.
It's just their format has been that same area, but with maybe a new class.
Yes, their format for the first 2 Divinity games was definitely like
that's one of the greatest mysteries.
The only part of the game we are showing is Act 1, but we will keep adding onto that.
It's sad.
Source of knowledge.
I do.
Yeah, they seem more interested in bug fix, like using it to get bugs fixed, as opposed to releasing the game in chunks, and then they'll just release the whole thing later.
I know. It's what they want.
Which worked out well enough for Divinity Original Sin 2, although I feel like that game is a little bit overstuffed.
Well, I guess the thing with Divinity is that I feel like they got to market with a full game quicker than what they've done with Baldur's Gate 3. But then again, of course, whenever I say this, like, Baldur's Gate 3 is a bigger game.
It's a bigger game. It also sold. I think it sold way more than they expected it to. Like that first week, what was it? 800,000 copies got sold.
Yeah.
It was something stupidly high for a CRPG.
They look alike.
Possible.
You don't reckon they've bit off more than they can chew, do you?
I feel like they are taking their time.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's just been 2 years. They still have the expected full release of 2023. I would be surprised if it's not late 2023.
Yeah, I bet it's late. Also, COVID probably delayed that game more than they thought it would. Without,
they have a lot of studios working on this game.
I mean, they kind of need to after that Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance game that came out last year.
Oh boy!
You mean the game, that one that crashed and burned?
Did you play that game, Brayden? Did you play that game?
There's a stream of me playing that game for an hour. That is the only time I played that game, because it was on Game Pass. And
I remember
the netcode in that game is so inexcusable for a game that has like timing-based parry attacks.
I remember Jeff Gersman was playing that game, and he's like, he went into it and it's like, yeah, a lot of people really don't like this game, but I just played the first 20 minutes and I didn't think anything of it, and then like 50 minutes into his stream, it's like, this sucks. This is awful.
Yes, it's one of those things where like.
Got it.
Speaking of, y'all were looking for maybe something slightly more casual. What about Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance? Because that got put on PC recently.
I still have that game on PS1 or PS2.
I mean, I'm not super interested in it, but people seem to really like those games. Like there is there are like groups of people who are not even aware that there's really a Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 on PC. They just know them by the PS2 games.
Yeah, well, those people are console babies.
Weird and wrong.
So what's
the plan?
Here's the thing about, like, Dark Alliance is cool, but it's basically console Diablo.
Now would you look at that?
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, it was an entry point for. Also, you have to remember, it's like, it kind of reminds me of the weird sub-franchises that EA made with the Battlefield games.
Yeah.
There were the PC Battlefield games, and then there were the console.
Oh, you mean Battlefield?
Bad Company.
Battlefield 2 Modern Combat.
Modern Combat. The one where you swap between players, like you're mind hacking them. I forget that one. What was that?
What? Are you talking about the
driver game?
No, there was Battlefield.
Oh, Relkin's telling you to skip the Dark Alliance games. I don't disagree.
Sure.
Like, if you...
Yeah, no, that was Modern Combat. Modern Combat, you swap between people like you're going through their minds.
I don't plan on playing Dark Alliance, for the record.
But anyways, but yeah, fucking console games had to be different, and I think that we have to make a compromise if we want to bring a Baldur's Gate game onto the consoles.
Or you could look at the PS1 version of Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, the unreleased PS1 version of Baldur's Gate.
And just see how awful that is. Have you ever seen that played?
I have, because I've played it.
You played it?
Yeah, it leaked.
There are a lot of games that leak, Brayden, that I don't play, that I don't go out of my way to actually see.
I needed to know. And it's like, hey man, if you want a version of Baldur's Gate that does not do what you want it to,
it runs at what, like 10 to 15 frames per second?
Yeah, and it's also one of those things where
I don't think it even mapped movement to the analog stick like the Switch version did.
No, it's a cursor.
It's just to slide your cursor around. That's not what the Switch version does.
A Steel Guardian, it must have been. They are one of the many creatures the Shapers created to keep their cities safe.
I would be interested in trying that, just to see how awful it is to play.
Well, it's dead now, and the path is clear. Let's find out what's behind that door.
Yeah.
Would you look at that?
Are there like side quests in this, or
there
a
are
world
side quests
map?
and little missions? Yeah.
Like when you finish this mission, can you come back?
No.
Like, can you come back to this area?
No.
Do you want to go in?
Yes. Just stay.
The stone doors fall shut behind you.
That means it has a sense of momentum.
And you're met by an almost eerie silence.
It definitely seems like a game that
Feel presence.
sacrifices complexity for pacing.
Waiting for someone or
This
something
does.
to make it from its
Incredible. So, this is the Nexus?
The upper levels. We'll need to go further down to find the heart. Come.
What do we need?
Alright. I'm gonna go eat dinner, I think. But I wanted to show off at least a little bit of this game, because I think this game is cool.
Yeah, I'll probably get it at some point.
Yeah.
Probably not right now.
No.
I have too many other things to play.
Probably get some food and then do adventure gaming.
Okay. I'm gonna go get
30
some
minutes
food.
from
Zombie Pie's gonna go get some food.
30 minutes from now.
Everyone,
I'll
go
do
get a
something.
food.
Get a food. Get a
Please look
banana.
forward to Clock Tower. But bye.
Banana.
Banana.